You're a lonely sailor, and your soul is made of wind and rain, doubts and blame. I'm a weary pirate, and my heart is made of dust and grain, and spoiled champagne. I've got troubles, I've got sins, I'm my worst enemy, but I've still got a lot to give. So I said, hey, don't you wanna come and run away with me? Hey, won't you come and say by chance, don't you want a man who fully understands a sailor's heart, a sailor's heart. You're a born survivor, and you'll never find yourself in love. You're wise enough. I got troubles, I got sins, I'm my worst enemy, but I still got a lot to give. So I said, hey, don't you wanna come and run away with me? Hey, won't you come and say by chance, don't you want a man who fully understands a sailor's heart, a sailor's heart. So I said, hey, don't.
Good morning. We are sitting down for breakfast now. The sun is already peeked through. It's not even 9 o'clock yet, and it's pretty warm out here. But we've got our campfire breakfast, our usual bacon and tater tots. Eggs and tater tots. We added a little bit of bacon this time for a little extra flavor.
You wanna come and run away with me? Hey, won't you come and say by chance, don't you want a man who fully understands,
So I'm going to check out some deer that are in the campground. There's just a couple over here, so hopefully I can get some video footage of it before they take off.
So I said, hey, don't you wanna come and run away with me? Hey, won't you come and say by chance, don't you want a man who fully understands a sailor's heart, a sailor's heart.
Good morning. Welcome to day 2 of Pinnacles National Park. We got in a little bit late to the campsite last night, so we didn't really get a chance to do a recap of the day. But for the most part, it was a very good day. Drove to the west side, did our hike over there, got to see some of the caves, I guess you could say. There's 2 here at the park, and then drove back to our campsite. Took about an hour and a half to get to the campsite, and by the time we got everything set up and dinner served, dinner was about 9 o'clock, so definitely a late night. But here we are again, day 2, headed out to Condor Gulch Overlook. It's about 2 miles out back. It's supposed to be just kind of a good viewing spot to see a little bit of a gorge below, and then hopefully see some of the condors flying up in the air.
You're a lonely sailor, and your soul is made of wind and rain, doubts and blame. I'm a weary pirate, and my heart is made of dust and grain, and spoiled champagne. I've got troubles, I've got sins, I'm my worst enemy, but I've still got a lot to give. So I said, hey, don't you wanna come?
All right, so we have started out on the trail. The stuff on the website about parking lots filling up by 10 a.m. is 100% accurate. We got here probably, I don't know, 9:58, like right before 10. Found a spot, and now the ranger's down there telling everybody that parking lot's full. So in the time it took us to get our packs out of the car, the lot filled up. So definitely, if you're hiking in this area, make sure that you hit the trail early to get a good spot. But we are on the trail now. It is, I think I read earlier, 600 or 700 feet up that you gain in the hike. So we're feeling it, and we're doing it, and off we go.
Come and run away with me. Hey, won't you come? Won't you come? And say by chance, don't you want me? Man who fully understands. I say
Wasn't bad, like the elevator.
I say it's hard.
Make sure that fall.
All right, so we're on the trail. You can see the trail kind of skirts up there. They're going to come into view in a second, group of hikers. So that is our path. That is part of our destination. Let's see where it goes.
You're a born survivor, and you'll never find yourself in love. You're wise enough. I got troubles, I got sins. I'm my worst enemy, but I still.
So I didn't see what the temp was when we got out of the car, but back at the campsite when we were eating breakfast this morning, I know we commented on how hot it was already. So trail is definitely warm. We're sweating a little bit here, but you get little pockets of shade every now and then, which really helps to break up the heat a little bit. So thankful for those.
Got a lot to give, so I said, hey, don't you wanna come and run?
Got our first switchback, or legit switchback, I should say.
And then if you pan over to the left a little bit, you'll see exactly where we're going. Right there-ish. So we'll be there shortly. Here we go.
Hey, won't you come and say by chance, don't you want a man who fully understands?
Here is today's trail etiquette tip. When hiking, if you are coming down the trail and you see people coming up the trail, you should step to the side to allow those going up the opportunity to pass you. We are going up and just had 3 guys come down. The first 2 did not follow trail etiquette. The last one did. So thank you, last guy, for allowing us to go ahead.
I say that's hard. I say that's hard. So I say.
We made it to the overlook, got a chance to look down the gully. No condors so far. I did see one small little bird, couldn't identify what it was. But nice family passed through, so we got a picture, so hopefully it turned out. We can put it in with a little scenery shot of us here.
Hey, don't you wanna come and run away with me? Hey, won't you come? And say by chance, don't you wanna make a man who fully understands, So I said, hey, don't you wanna come and run away with me? Hey, won't you come?
So we have finished our hike for the morning, afternoon. Ended up being 2.1 miles. I wore the GPS this time since Derek does some of his running back and forth to get all of our awesome shots that you guys see throughout our videos. So I wore the GPS this time to make sure that we had a little bit more accurate recording of how far we're going. So 2.1 miles, done with the hike, and we're gonna go visit the nature center now.
You're a born survivor, and you'll never find yourself in love. You're wise enough. I got troubles, I got sins. I'm my worst enemy, but I still got a lot to give. So I said, hey, don't you wanna come and run away with me? Hey, won't you come and say by chance, don't you want a man who fully understands a sailor's heart, a sailor's heart. So I said, hey, don't you wanna come?
All right, so we are starting out on our second hike for the day to Bear Gulch Caves. When we checked in at the visitor center, they said the lower cave was open. There's two caves there, a lower cave and an upper cave. We've been watching it online and everything's been closed, but they said lower cave is open, so we're gonna venture out and see what we got.
Come and run away with me. Hey, won't you come, won't you come?
A little cave preview, a little tunnel we walked through.
By chance, don't you want a man who fully understands, fully understands.
To the caves.
So I said, hey, don't you wanna come and run away with me? Hey, won't you come? Hey.
Made it to lower caves. Let's get our headlamps out and explore a little.
You're a lonely sailor, and your soul is made of wind and rain, doubts and blame. I'm a weary pirate, and my heart is made of dust and grain, spoiled champagne. I've got troubles, I've got sins. I'm my worst enemy, but I still got a lot to give. So I said, hey, don't you wanna come?
So we are in Lower Bear Gulch Cave. This is a much better cave than the one we saw yesterday. It's much more extensive. You have a lot of stair climbs that you do through it. There's running water. You can hear kind of gushing and some pools and things like that. So this one is definitely worth the hike. I'm glad that they opened it up so that we could come explore. There's our stairway door. So this is the gate to the upper caves, which is currently closed due to nesting bats and their young. So they opened the lower cave, but upper cave is still off limits for the time being so that the bats can raise their young. So unfortunately, I bonked my head here. You probably can't see it, but there's this little point right about there that I knocked my noggin on.
You're a born survivor, and you'll never find yourself.
So we just finished up with the Lower Bear Gulch Caves. This is definitely something to come out here and do. It was pretty amazing. There's about 120 steps, if I counted correctly, going up towards the reservoir, and then once we got kind of out of the cave, we just turned around and came right back through it to experience it again. But definitely worth the visit, hands down. Compared to the West Cave that we did yesterday, this one was much better. Now, not to say that you shouldn't take a trek out there and just experience it, so you can see that you've been to both sides of the park, but this one was definitely a lot better. Much longer in distance, much cooler feeling, but maybe that's because you were in it for a little bit longer, and a lot of water, which was very nice.
Love, you're wise enough.
We finished up the hike, ended up being about 1.5 miles through the lower portion of the cave and then back through it again to the Bear Gulch Day Use Center. So about 1.5 miles. And now we are headed to the visitor center. It was closed when we got in last night, so we didn't get a chance to pick up our park patch what the external temperature was when we were out hiking, but got back to the car. The car had been parked in the shade for most of the day, and it was still reading about 90 degrees. So another hot one today for sure.
I got troubles, I got sins. I'm my worst enemy, but I still got a lot to give. So I said, hey, don't you wanna come and run away with me? Hey, won't you come and say by chance, don't you want a man who fully understands a sailor's heart, a sailor's heart. So I said, hey, don't you wanna come and run away with me? Hey, won't you come and say by chance, don't you want a man who fully understands, So I said, hey, don't you wanna come and run away with me? Hey, won't you come and say by chance, don't you want a man who fully understands a sailor's heart, a sailor's heart.
We are now eating in the car. We had two yellow jackets that kept trying to get into our food and were buzzing around us. Didn't like that, so we are now finishing our dinner in the car tonight. All right, so we are finishing up our second day in Pinnacles National Park, and it was a good trip. Enjoyed ourselves. It was nice to get out, do a little bit of hiking, do a little bit of camping, just be out in nature. Would recommend the park, I think. I don't know if you'd spend a lot of time here. Probably 2 days is about the max of what you'd need to do just to see both sides of the park, the east and the west. Tomorrow morning, we're just gonna get up early, pack up our tent, and hit the road on home.
You're a lonely sailor, and your soul is made of wind and rain, doubts and blame. I'm a weary pirate, and my heart is made of dust and grain and spoiled champagne. I've got troubles, I've got sins. I'm my worst enemy, but I've still got a lot to give. So I said, hey, don't you wanna come and run away with me? Hey, won't you come?
So we're on our way home. We're doing something a little bit different. Kelly's gonna drive on the way home, and then since we have a 5-6 hour drive back, I am gonna try to edit some videos.